You know, for decades, that humble little contact form has been the digital front door for pretty much every business online. It was just the standard. But in a world that moves at the speed of a click, that old front door, it's starting to look a lot more like a brick wall. Today, we're going to dig into why that is and what's so rapidly taking its place.
We've all been here, right? You find a service you're actually interested in. You take the time to fill out your name, your email, a little message, you hit submit, and then crickets. You're just left in this abyss of uncertainty, thinking, did that even go through? When are they going to reply? Should I just go find someone else? It is a universally frustrating experience.
And that moment, that little slice of time where you're waiting and wondering, that is the exact moment you lose them. It's the critical failure point where a potential customer's excitement just starts to evaporate, and they open up a new tab to check out your competitor, you know, the one who's ready to talk to them right now. That little delay is costing businesses way more than they realize.
So what's really going on here? Well, it all boils down to a fundamental conflict in approach. It's the old passive way of just sitting back and waiting for customers versus a new, proactive way of engaging them the second they show any interest. Let's break down what that really looks like.
I love this slide because it just nails the whole thing with a perfect metaphor. Think about it. A contact form is basically an old answering machine. It just sits there, passively waiting for messages, and you just gotta hope someone remembers to check them later. But an AI assistant? No, that's your best salesperson. It's on the floor, 24/7, actively starting conversations, engaging visitors, and guiding them exactly where they need to go. One literally collects dust, the other creates opportunity.
Okay, so it's proactive. We get it. But beyond that, what are the specific, game-changing advantages that make an AI-driven approach so much more powerful for growing a business? It really comes down to two huge things: speed and experience.
We all kind of feel that speed is important, right? But how much does it actually move the needle? I mean, is responding in 5 minutes really that different from responding in, say, an hour? Well, the data is pretty staggering.
Just look at this number, 21x. Leads you contact within just 5 minutes are 21 times more likely to convert. Not 21%, 21 times. Even the most on-it sales team would struggle to hit that mark every single time. But for an AI assistant, a 5-minute response is frankly slow. It's instant.
So how does it actually do this? The process is just seamless. The AI doesn't wait. Boom, it greets the visitor instantly. Then it immediately starts asking smart questions like, hey, what are you looking for today? Or, can I get your number to schedule a quick call? In less than a minute, it's already qualified the lead and is taking the next step, whether that's booking a meeting right on the spot or alerting a human for a handoff. An anonymous visitor becomes a qualified prospect, just like that.
But this is about so much more than just speed. It's about completely transforming the user's experience. Filling out a form feels like a chore, right? It feels like paperwork. It's full of friction. A conversation with an AI, on the other hand, feels natural. It feels like a flow, kind of like you're just texting a friendly expert who's there to help.
Think about the hidden message a contact form sends. Without meaning to, it's telling your customer, we'll get to you when we can. It basically communicates that their need isn't the top priority right this second. It sets this tone of unavailability from the very first interaction. Not a great look.
Now contrast that with the message from an AI assistant. It immediately says, we're here for you right now. That simple shift builds instant trust and shows the customer they're valued from the moment they land on your site. And that is a powerful first impression.
Okay, so we've got better speed and a way better experience. But let's talk about the bottom line. How does that translate into actual business growth? This is where an AI stops being a tool and becomes a true growth multiplier, actively turning those casual browsers into actual buyers.
See, an AI assistant doesn't just sit there and answer questions. It drives action. We're talking about booking meetings directly into your team's calendar, sending out automated follow-ups, and even identifying a high-value lead and routing them to a live salesperson in real time. It just completely closes the gap between someone's interest and a business opportunity, instantly.
And here is another crucial difference, and this might be the coolest part. A contact form gives you basic data, a name, an email. An AI assistant gives you insights. By having thousands of conversations, it learns what questions customers ask most, what their common objections are, even the peak times they engage with you. Suddenly, you're not just guessing anymore. You're making decisions with real-world intelligence.
So ultimately, what we're really seeing is this fundamental shift in communication. Modern customers don't want to fill out a form. They want to talk, they want to chat, they want to get answers now. And this isn't just some tech trend. It's a deep change in what customers expect from a business.
When you boil it all down, the entire argument between these two tools, all the stuff we've talked about, can be captured in one incredibly simple difference in what they're built to do.
That's it. That's the whole game. A contact form is a passive tool designed to collect information for later. An AI assistant is an active tool designed to convert interest into action right now. One is a bucket, the other is an engine.
In an era where attention spans are measured in seconds and your competition is everywhere, the businesses that are really pulling ahead are the ones who get this. Growth no longer comes from passively waiting around for contact. It comes from actively starting the conversation.
So the final question you really have to ask yourself is this. When a potential customer shows up at your digital front door, is it designed to make them wait, or is it designed to help you win?